BBC Radio Scotland.
Secured. I'm going. I can't believe it. All the wait time online, then I got that code. I made a call, was on hold for what felt like forever, but now it's actually happening. I'm one of the lucky ones. I am on my way.
Oh, so you got Taylor Swift tickets?
No, I'm off to a routine checkup at an NHS dentist.
Andy Murray. First match at the Australian Open, you're up against Echeverry. The last couple of encounters were gruelling 3-hour extravaganzas. What was the game plan for this one?
My main goal was to avoid another marathon match.
And how did you do that?
By losing as quickly as possible. OK, guys, thanks for coming to this meeting of the Scottish, government. Frosty outside, but nice and toasty warm here inside Hollywood. That cheers you up, right?
Yeah!
Bzz, Patrick Harvey, Minister for Collapsible Eco-Cups. We Greens feel the heating in the Scottish Parliament is currently rammed up way too high, decimating precious fossil fuels.
A more sustainable choice for the planet is to put on another layer, eh?
Absolutely, Lorna Slater, my co-leader and best bud, which is why I'm wearing a hand-knitted, locally sourced, multicoloured beanie hat atop my bonce, while Lorne's dons matching mittens.
Ooh, gorge and green, eh?
Wearing all this wool and all this heat, we are sweating like a yeti in a dry robe.
OK, duly noted. And before we go any further, quick biscuit update from my Cabinet Secretary for Finance, Shona, Robeson.
Latest budget recalculations mean that while the Scottish Government continue to support the principle of free biscuits for all, we can no longer afford funded biscuits in every single meeting.
Bzz, so nae biscuits?
No biscuits today. We applied the same algorithm we use for funding university places.
OK, thank you, Shona. Now, the Westminster election is just around the corner. If the corner is at the end of a long street of uncertainty. Joke. No? OK. Everyone aware of the SNP's new campaign?
No. Bzz, the Greens might not stand for Westminster. Or we might. Depends on the vibes.
Well, we in the SNP are very excited about our new campaign, image.
Something Scottish and inspiring? The Wallace Monument? A recycled iron brew bottle?
Better than all of that. A closed door.
That closed door is number 10 at Westminster. But the 0 from the 10 is in the form of a lock. We've gone with the slogan, lock out the Tories.
Humza, do you want to get into number 10 Downing Street?
No, we're not going in. We want to lock the Tories out.
So who's going in then?
That bit's not important. What we're saying is, do vote for us to stop someone else doing something that we don't do. Powerful optics, right? Could anything be more inspiring than a closed, door?
No.
Yeah.
Great! Something to, work with there. Right? Ruth Davidson, final question on your specialist subject, Joan of Arc. Joan's mission was to liberate France from English occupation. What's the difference between France then and Scotland now?
Well, let me think. Gosh, it's not so easy when you're actually sitting in this chair, is it? No, I don't know. Pass.
Time's up, but it doesn't matter. Congratulations, Ruth Davidson. You've won Celebrity Mastermind. Tell us about your chosen cause.
Well, Clive, it's a great wee group who are struggling to survive and desperately need all the support they can get.
And it's called?
Scottish Conservative and Unionist Association.
After the success of Solway Premium Seaweed Rum comes a stunning new range of boutique booze infused by the found flavours of Scottish waterways and coastlines. Croy Canal Shopping Trolley Infused Gin, Kirkcaldy Promenade Vape Juice Vodka, Ardrossan Ferry Diesel Vermouth. Please drink responsibly, we advise mouthwash.
I'm Anne McAlpine. This is Reporting Scotland. Developers have unveiled plans for a 7,000 home town at Edinburgh Airport. New residents can enjoy a range of local services to cater for all their needs, so long as what they need is a neck pillow, a copy of the Daily Telegraph and a big bottle of Buxton water. Cannabis with a street value of £500,000 has been found in a disused building in Dumfries. The building has now had its property value increased to £510,000. Viewers have criticised a Gaelic TV drama that features a same-sex relationship storyline, describing it as an inaccurate depiction of life in the Western Isles. While they couldn't give two hoots that some of the characters are gay, they do object to the depiction of their ferries, which arrive on time, despite being ran by Cal Mack. Anne McAlpine, Reporting Scotland.
Gordon Ramsay has come under fire this week for selling an expensive burger in his Edinburgh restaurant titled The Full Scottish. Critics say it bears little resemblance to a traditional Scottish breakfast. We join Gordon now.
It's effing ridiculous, yeah? Listen up, big boy. My full Scottish burger has all the Scottish breakfast ingredients. Loin sausage, egg, onion ring, lettuce, tomato, little drizzle of olive oil, crumpet, bubble and squeak, Yorkshire pudding, mushy peas, Welsh cake, jellied eels. How Scottish is that, big boy? And if you find my prices a bit steep, here's a money-raising tip anyone can relate to. Just sell your Porsche. Gordon Ramsay's full Scottish burger, as Scottish as Hamburg itself.
Nicola Sturgeon, your constituents in Glasgow Govan Hill want to know, what are you going to do about the rats?
Well, I will, of course, write a chapter about my former colleagues in my forthcoming autobiography.
Don't believe me, just watch. Welcome to Sarvar, Scotia. If it isn't Angela Rayner, policy explainer. How are you diddling, Eddie?
Hello, Anas. Following last week's discussion, I informed Sakir that you weren't overly chuffed with his quotes regarding Baroness Thatcher, so I trust you're now back in Sakir's fan club.
Aye, that'll be shining bright. Sunday morning there, just toasted my Pop-Tarts and who do I swatch on Laura Koonsberg's show but Sir Kay and Lord C. Sitting there quite the thing. The Great Red Hope sharing screen time with Cameron the Bamarin. Cammy and Stormzo together at last like a pair of pure pally chumbawambas. Great mates, total chinas, to quote my inner Shania Twain. That didn't impress me much.
Right, let me explain, Anas. They were both booked on the same show. And crucially, when interviewed, Sakir was highly critical of the former Tory Prime Minister.
Aye, but actions make a bigger racket than words, Anjo. I'm no suggesting Stormzo should have stuck the nut on Cameron, am I? Well, maybe a wee Glasgow kiss. No, I'm not saying that, no. But K-Dog could have at least done the bunny ears behind the Cameron noggin. Or employed a, who's this numpty eye roll? Pure scoosh to do. Instead, Sir Kay's sitting there flashing a right big cheeser beside his lordship.
All right, I will pass on your advice. It is, of course, really, really crucial that Labour avoids unfortunate imaging during this campaign. I mean, nobody wants another bacon sandwich. I have to tell you, there is another meeting on the horizon related to former Tory Prime Ministers.
Oh, aye? Spill the tea?
Remember Liz Truss? The Prime Minister that did not last as long as a lettuce. Well, Sakir is in line for a consultation to get some tips on being more charismatic.
Liz Truss?
From the lettuce.
Oh, fair dues. Look, we need to start somewhere. But, Anjo, amigo, just say the word and this guy can sparkle up Sir Kay's teeth and polish up his chat and all. I can gift him the gift of the gab. My patter's minted. I didn't just kiss the Blarney Stone. I gied it a good wench. Mwah.
Well, thank you, Anas. Central Labour will bear that in mind.
Say the word, Erie. Consultation anytime. I'm sharper than a dental scalpel and buzzing like a drill. Hit your hallelujah, Angie, and tell the boss to floss.
IBM have unveiled a device called Hypertaste, an artificial tongue that can not only taste wine, but pinpoint the variety of grape, the region it came from, and even the vintage. Scottish boffins have secretly been developing similar technology and have taken it to far more advanced levels.
Is the robot tongue in position?
Affirmative.
Let's see if it can correctly identify this whiskey.
Commencing robot tongue dunking.
Flange. By G's, that will put hairs on your chest. Peaty, smoky, peppery. I deduce that is a single sky malt. I now have a sudden urge to take up golf and listen to Run Reg.
Spot on.
Now time for a challenge. Let's move on to food.
Robot tongue. What's this?
No, that's a killie pie. An absolute rammer. Nothing like it. Rich gravy, cracking crust, and a whiff of plastic pitch.
Right again, robot tongue.
Last one. Back to the drink.
Robot tongue. No clues. What is this you're sipping?
Lanarkshire's favourite tip ho. Break the hoose juice. Commotion lotion. I can taste the monk's toenails. That is your famous but fast tonic wine.
Actually, robot tongue, it's Eldorado.
You trying to give me a redneck? You trying to make me look like a robot tosser? I'll take yous on. I'll take yous all on. Come into me.
On behalf of every local authority in Scotland, we are aware that the wintry conditions bring challenges. We do appreciate the massive snowfall on Scotland's streets. It's the only way we can afford to fill the potholes.
From the people who brought you sitting on Netflix all night just looking at the menu and never choosing anything to watch comes a new takeaway delivery app experience loaded with deals. It's Deal Meals. What is it you fancy? Mexican? Pizza? Chippy tea? With Deal Meals, we will bombard you with so many deals you have no hope of working out what the best choice is. 3 for 2, 30% off, free delivery on orders over £15, up to £8 off if you spend £20, collect in person for free dessert, but only if you order online. The potato wedges are complimentary if you make it a meal, but if you don't, they're available on a 2-for-1 anyway. And you can't use that in conjunction with any other deal or promotion, unless you get a family bucket. Literally, what is going on? Here to tell you more is Countdown Brainbox Rachel Riley.
I'm stumped.
Use discount code SODTHIS at checkout to get 4% off or free delivery or one of those wine vouchers you sometimes get when you buy a train ticket at checkout. Deal Meals, the takeaway app that'll have you saying, "Oh, can that? There's a supermarket pizza in the freezer."
Okay, employees, we here at Brewdog reject the corporate nature of mainstream beer.
That's right.
But we don't just stop at the beer. Our whole ethos is about sticking it to the man and not bowing down to societal expectations. That's why we're rejecting society's idea of working a job and getting well paid for it.
What?
At Brewdog, we're going back to our punk roots, to the 1970s to be exact, where there was no living wage or proper rights.
What are you talking about?
A tough time where music was radical and wages were bad. You didn't get cash dumped on you, you had to struggle. Here's to the struggle.
What are you talking about?
Sorry, I can't hear you over the sound of Rage Against the Machine blasting from my Apple AirPods.
Come on, let's see if Weatherspoons is hiring.
Aye, good shout.
Douglas Ross here to see you, Prime Minister.
Hello, PM.
You're a fan of the football, aren't you? Did I overhear somewhere Scotland has its own cup competition? The Highland Sheepdip Trophy or some such?
The Scottish Gas Scottish Cup, PM.
Who is your team again? Oban Wanderers?
Elgin City, PM.
Really? Well, the best of British luck to Elgin in the cup.
We're not actually still in it, PM. Elgin lost 6-0 in a previous round to Jeanfield Swifts, PM. Grr, pesky blimping Jeanfield Swifts.
Really? Well, if you've got a free weekend, you could go to see a film. Which brings me to the nub of why I summoned you here today. Does the travelling cinema ever make it to Elgin?
We've actually got a cinema, PM. The Murray Playhouse in the High Street.
Really?
Yeah.
Elgin?
Uh-huh.
A cinema?
Yup.
Good for you.
Thank you, PM.
There's one film I can't recommend highly enough. Have you seen Poor Things?
Can't say I have, PM, but I will henceforth.
Poor Things, the novel, is set in Scotland. But the wonderful thing about the film is that I can understand everything, clear as a bell. No whiff of Highland cattle dung about it. It's like they've taken all the Scotch out of Scotland. Total genius.
OK, PM, I'll look out for Poor Things.
Do that. Then we can roll that out as a policy up there. Anything too Jacobitey, quash it down and replace it. And since you're our man on the ground, Lord Cameron and I want you to make it so.
You want me to de-Scotify the whole of Scotland, PM? How can I bloomfing put this? I'm just not sure that suggestion is practical.
Practical? Don't worry about practical. Follow the lead from our Rwanda policy. Make a big bonkers statement that grabs people's attention no matter how unfeasible.
Like the suggestion the Tories can claw back Labour's poll lead and win the next election?
No, we're deadly serious about that one, Doug.
Of course, PM. Me too, PM. Sorry, PM. That's my way to the pictures, PM.
You know, you're never too old to try something new. I'm off to play shinty with the girls on Monday. Do you fancy it, Betty? You'd be surprised how active some of us pensioners can be.
Morak, I'd love to try shinty, but I'm busy. I've got my wild swimming on a Monday.
All right, well, we train every day. Tuesday,
Well, Tuesdays I go cliff jumping,
Wednesday,
bouldering,
Thursday,
kite surfing,
Friday.
Friday could work for shinty. But no, not this Friday, no.
Well, why not this Friday?
Well, I'm wrestling a bear on Friday.
Greetings, forsooth, 'tis I, Alexander Cole Hamilton, Caledonian commander of the Liberal Democrats. And lo, behold, my brother in arms, Alistair Carmichael, how be thee?
Fie! My face doth turn crimson in shame when I see the moniker of our great Liberal leader, Edward Davy, mentioned in dispatches relating to the post office scandal.
'Tis true, sir. Many have bemoaned that most regal Royal Mail, though I use not letter, missive, or scroll myself, preferring to utilise the now oft-forgotten carrier pigeon.
Of course! I myself adore receiving your avian mail.
Alistair, my kinsman, fetch your quill, for I shall dictate my message for you to pen with thine fair hand, and thrust within the pigeon's clawsome clutch. To whom it may concern, this bird doth deliver tidings from all of us of Liberal Democrat hue. We express heartfelt support to those stung by the post office farrago. Yours ever, Alexander Cole Hamilton, ACH, out.
My liege, do you wish me to scribe the last utterance, or was that for me alone?
Both, my boy, both. And fly, my precious pigeon, fly! ACH and his beloved carrier pigeon Pontius, out.
Goodbye! A pair of cycling enthusiasts have tied the knot, stopping off mid-lap in a 24-hour endurance race in the Highlands for the ceremony, featuring scenes of great romance.
Do you take this woman to be your lawful wedded wife?
I'll geese a minute to get off my bike. I do.
And do you, a beautiful bride dressed all in white, lycra, take this man to be your lawfully wedded husband?
Oh, yeah, I do.
Very well. You are now husband and wife. Before we enjoy a banquet of oat bars and energy gels, please can the crowd of other cyclists gather to catch the spare tyre? Ronnie O'Sullivan, not only are you the most successful snooker player of all time, but bored with winning all the time, you've now changed lanes and cured a disease that was previously thought to be incurable. How does it feel?
Well, feels the same as normal, really. Don't really do it to feel good or for the acclaim. I actually didn't think I cured that well today. I was lucky, to be honest. Felt like I could barely cure nothing properly out there, but in the end I managed to cure the disease and, yeah, nice one.
What's next for Ronnie? How are you planning on celebrating this unprecedented and historic achievement?
Don't really think nothing much about being historic. Just back to the hotel now for a bit of dinner. All right, nice one. Ciao.
It's Sunday. I'm Laura Kunsberg. This is Sunday with Lady Keenspeak with me, Laura Kaunsberg. I'm joined now by former Prime Minister David, now Lord Cameron, the best hummer ever on the steps of Number 10, and the accidental father of Brexit. Your Lordship, supporters of Brexit said it would allow the UK to take more control internationally. Has that happened?
Yes, indeed, Laura. It's called progress. When we were in the EU, we had unelected bureaucrats in Brussels controlling our international affairs. But now we're out, we have an unelected bureaucrat in Westminster controlling our international affairs. Me.
Lord Cameron. Thanks.
It is safe to speak. Welcome to this top secret meeting of the Rebel Alliance for Scottish Independence. My name is Kate Forbes. This isn't Star Wars, but I'm the Princess Leia of questing through the galaxy for a better, more traditionally traditional Scotland. Help me, Alapa Party. You're my only hope.
Ash Regan. I might not fly a Millennium Falcon, but I'm the Han of this operation. When I sit and represent the Alba Party at Holyrood, I am totally solo.
And then there's myself, Alex Salmond. In this rebel alliance, I am the ancient wise Yoda. Smaller in numbers we are, but larger in mind. Seek independence we do, the new.
Stage 1 of our secret plan was a roaring success. We managed to keep ourselves secret.
So secret, the entire population of Scotland have zero recognition of our project, and absolutely nobody is talking about it at all.
On to phase 2. How do we build publicity?
Well, I know my way around the media thanks to my days fronting a chat show as the Jimmy Kimmel of Russia Today. I'd still be dazzling them on air now, but it's all politics. Anyway, I've made a few inquiries and I think I could secure us a high-profile interview.
Robert Peston, Laura Kunsberg.
Ken Bruce on Greatest Hits Radio. We could get the call for Popmaster. How's your music trivia?
Oh, ask me anything about the Bay City Rollers. Love their tartan jackets.
And as we ramp up our public profile, people will ask who our leader is. Which one of us should be the first president of an independent Scotland? I think we all know the answer.
It's obvious.
Me. Okay, we will work on that.
It's a key date in the football calendar, Scottish Cup weekend. I'm joined now by Ross County manager Derek Adams. Now, you have been critical of our game since you returned to management in Scotland, but there's something magical about the Scottish Cup, the oldest sporting trophy in the entire world.
Old doesn't mean good, you know. The standard of Scottish football is utter shocking. You want magic? Go watch Harry Potter.
Right, now, this weekend your team, Ross County, start their cup campaign against Partick Thistle.
More like Ross County versus Partick Rubbish Hole. You'd be better off watching videos of old Morecambe FC reserve games.
But what about the county faithful in Dingwall? The excitement must be building among the supporters heading to their section in the stadium's Jail End.
Jail End? I envy those in the jail who don't have to watch this crud.
Stay tuned in 2024 for classic 1990s TV shows given a contemporary twist. These include The Gladiators, Supermarket Sweep, Games Master, and later in the year, Election Night Special, where the sitting Conservative government once again get absolutely rinsed by the Labour Party.
Folk have a go at the UK's nuclear submarines for being past their best, but they're still doing the job. They just need a wee bit of care and attention.
Yep, some looking after. The hull's nearly finished, just need to find out how to fix the last of these rivets. Luckily, the original designer has left audio instructions.
This is London calling. Welcome to the finest nuclear sub in the whole Bally fleet.
This beauty will get you from Constantinople to Rhodesia via the USSR, and you'll still be back at Lord's to see Don Bradman hit 6. God save the King, King George V.
Maybe it is time for an upgrade?
If you think this is bad, you should hear the announcement for the Calmac ferry launch of 1902. Still in operation today.
Good morning, good buffing! You're watching The Sunday Show with Martin the Geislermeister on TV and Fiona Stalker the Master on the radio. Packed show today, so unpack the pick of the packages we're packing, Fiona!
Good morning, Martin. Yes, indeed, do.
Denmark has a new king after Queen Margaret's abdication. He'll be known as King Frederick X, although most of us will still call him King Frederick Twitter.
Locals have been amazed at the wintry weather in Aberdeen. One resident said they haven't seen so many snowflakes descend on the city since Belle and Sebastian played the concert hall.
Let it both, let it both, let it both. HelloFresh has come under fire for sending 79 million unwanted emails. The firm said they wouldn't be sending customers any more spam.
Unless it's a replacement for hoisin pulled pork.
Reports suggest former Prime Minister Tony Blair was advised that there may have been problems with the flawed Horizon IT system. But, as we all know, Blair wasn't a man prepared to act on a simple warning without solid proof. Look out for the weapons of both destruction.
The UK COVID inquiry will be sitting in Edinburgh over the next 3 weeks as it focuses on the pandemic decision-making in Scotland.
Which is good news for Margaret Ferrier, who won't have to catch a train to get there. Okay, let's get on with it. Let's boof this. You're watching The Sunday Show.
Boof!
The hottest show on TV right now is The Traitors. I'm joined now by the show's head producer. Now, there's no doubt that The Traitors is a smash hit. But one thing that annoys many viewers is the way the programme just cuts as someone is about to reveal some key information. Care to explain the thinking behind that?
Well, the reasoning behind our style of cliffhanger is very simple. It was my decision. And I decided to do it because I'm... You have been listening to Noising Up, starring Karen Barkey, Stephen Buchanan, Sarah Janjua, Lana Faithan and Manjot Sumal. The script was written by Christopher Ballard, Jennifer Walker, Duncan Black, Brian Nisbet, Wes Fargo, Ian Searle, Chris Douch, Garthap Thomas, Simon Paul Miller and Trevor Rudge, Will Murray, Christopher Stanners, Scott Graham, Rebecca Bain and Alex Garrick Wright and Nathan Cowley. The director was Stuart McPherson. Noising Up is a comedy unit production for BBC Radio Scotland.